Hi guys, my name is Taylor Terrell and I am a independent consultant and regional vice president with Arbonne International. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about my story with Arbonne, why I joined, what Arbonne can offer you, and also what Arbonne even is. So my story started about a year ago. I was in this time where I was mildly depressed, working really hard, and I felt like I was still struggling financially no matter how much I worked. I was starting to realize at the age of 23 that that's not how I wanted to live my life. I do not want to feel like I'm working my life away and I can still never afford to do anything besides pay my bills. Life is about more than just paying your bills and dying, and that's just all that you do. For me, it had to be more than that. I wanted to have more time and financial freedom. I had so many dreams in life that I want to achieve, and one of them being I want to change the world, whether that's going to Africa and building wells for people. I want to be able to have the means to do that, or to be able to go to my school, which is actually something I'm able to do this month. Is I'm going to go back to my high school and get a list of some items that some homeless kids from the high school need, whether it's a backpack or school supplies, stuff like that, and be able to, I can afford to help them now because of Arbonne. That's something I wasn't able to do a year ago. So these are all dreams and stuff I'd had forever, but a year ago I couldn't have made that happen. So where I was a year ago was I was working 3 jobs, I was planning my own wedding, and I was opening my own business, which is a coffee trailer. That was the dream that I had had forever. And so I was very busy working those 3 jobs. I was just barely able to pay for my bills, and I wanted more. I wanted more out of life. For me, Arbonne was never on my radar. It wasn't really anything that I had considered I would do, which is what most people say, but it's a great vehicle to be able to do the things that you want to do in life. So I've actually known about Arbonne for years because one of my friend's moms does it, and she's very successful. Her name is Kathy Epperson, and she's awesome. I knew it worked for her family, but to me it was kind of always just Kathy's thing. I thought that it just worked for Kathy, and sure, she got lucky maybe, but I didn't know that, you know, a lot of people could make it to the top of the company. So my Arbonne story really starts when one of my other friends' moms ended up joining, and her name is Cindy. I used to watch her boys all the time. I would house sit for them, all the things, and so one day she ended up calling me while I was in the moment stressed about something for my coffee trailer, trying to figure it out, doing paperwork and stuff, and I didn't answer because I was in the middle of something. She left me a voicemail and just said, "Hey, I have something to talk to you about. Would you just call me back as soon as you can?" So I did, and I thought she was just gonna ask me to watch her boys, but instead she told me that she started Arbonne and she wanted me to come hear more about it. That was when I told her that that was something I was not interested in. I was not going to sell it. I don't have time. I don't have the money to start anything new. I was already putting out thousands and thousands of dollars for my coffee trailer, and I was already working every single day of my life, and I barely had time for my own fiance, so I never got to see him. So I had told her straight up, I'm not interested in joining at all, but I will come to support you because I love and respect you, which is a pretty familiar story in Arbonne in general. A lot of people just go to support and then they hear more about it and they're like, oh, this is actually different than I thought. So that's what happened for me. Was I went to go to her house to try some of the products. I had never really tried Arbonne before, didn't really have the experience, so I ended up trying the protein that day and I loved it. And I've been using protein ever since I was in high school, and it was just either it's whey or it has soy, and it always affected my body in a negative way. I still drink it because you're supposed to, but it just didn't give me good results, and it didn't taste very good. So this protein was really good, and basically that day they just taught me more about what was in our products and how the FDA actually doesn't monitor most of our skincare, actually any of our skincare, and all of that. And it just was, I realized how ignorant I was about skincare and beauty and all the things that I thought I knew more about. So it was more about education for me. There was never a forceful moment in me being at her house. It was not forceful at all. It was just educational, and I just learned more about what Arbonne is versus what I thought it was. And just getting to try some more of the products, I realized how good they really were. So remember, I was getting married in a few months, so I'm like, if anything, I need to lose a little bit of weight. I didn't need to, but I wanted to lose a little bit of weight for the wedding, and so I ended up starting with the cleanse. Still was not going to sell it or anything, and I started using it and getting results, and people naturally just started asking me what I was using because they could see my face slimming down, my acne was clearing up. I had more energy throughout the day, and everyone saw me drinking these shakes every single day. So people were asking me what I was doing, and so that's kind of how I started selling, was realizing people are interested in what you're doing regardless of what you're doing if it's working. So just like what network marketing is we're just recommending these products that work for us, which is what I love about network marketing, is that it's very real, raw, and genuine. It's us using these products and me saying, hey, this skincare really helped me with my acne, or hey, these protein shakes have really helped me with my goals at the gym, or this 30 days to healthy living has helped me lose the 5 pounds I couldn't lose before. And by us having that experience and sharing with our friends and family, or anyone else who may be interested or benefit from the products, that's how we share the products with people, instead of just an ad that was hundreds of thousands of dollars for a company to put on TV. So I love the fact that it's super personal, it's really educational. Arbonne tells everybody about the European standards and all of that. So let me give you guys a little bit more background about what Arbonne is. So Arbonne has been around for almost 40 years. It's a Swiss-based company. In Europe, they ban over 1,200 or 1,400 ingredients from their products that are harmful to our body. In Canada, they ban 800, and this is where it gets scary. In the US, they only suggest banning 11. Suggested banning 11. It's not a must or anything. They're just like, hey, you probably shouldn't put these things in your products. If you do, whatever, that's on you. But they don't actually monitor it. So that was scary for me to realize that. I thought everything that was on the store shelf was safe to grab and good for you, not going to potentially give you cancer one day or any other harmful result that could happen from some of these ingredients. So I love that Arbonne abides by those European standards. They also go above and beyond that and ban over 2,000 ingredients that are not good for us. And so everything is certified vegan, gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, non-GMO, it's kosher, it's pH correct, it's all botanically based, so it's the best of science and nature. The products really do speak for themselves. They are great. We have a great return policy if something happens to not work for you. So it's a 45-day money-back guarantee if you want to just try something. We offer lots and lots of products. We have anything from skincare to beauty products to men's products to babies products to essential oils, bath and body. We have a lot of products to offer. There is anything for anybody. So to explain a little bit more about what network marketing is and what we do as consultants, because this has totally changed my life. We have 4 levels of management in Arbonne, which is super easy to keep track of. We have the first level is district manager. You can make an average of $200 to $1,000 a month. The next one is area manager, where you can actually will your business, which is really awesome because you'll be able to will that to your family or something one day if God forbid something had happened to you, and that's an average of $1,000 to $4,000 a month. And then there's regional vice president, which is an average of $4,000 to $14,000 a month. That's the level I'm currently at now, and I am just over a year into the business. I had promoted to that level at 8 months because I followed the system, and the system works. It's been proven over and over again. And the last level is national vice president, and that is an average of $22,000 plus a month. It's really infinite. It just depends on what you put into the business. You totally can get out whatever you put into this business. You can make a little bit of money, you can make a lot of money. It's totally up to you, whatever your goals are. For me, this means a lot because I'm going to be able to help more people. I'm going to be able to give security to my family. I don't have any children yet. My husband and I just got married last December, but we plan to have kids in the next few years, and I want to be able to stay home with them. That was something I never thought I wanted until I worked so much and I was never fulfilled. I never got to spend time with the people that I loved. I never got to go do the things I wanted because I couldn't get the time off of work, and that's just not the way I want to live life. So if that's also the way you don't want to live life and you want another way out, or you just want a little bit of extra money a month, this might be a good fit for you because it's just a good vehicle to whatever you're trying to get to. So thank you for listening to my story, and whoever sent you this video, I hope you go chat with them more about it. They'd love to answer more questions for you, and I will maybe see you later sometime.